Hi, good day everyone. We are from Faculty Chemical Engineering, University Technology Mara, Pasir Gudang Campus, would like to present with title, Risk Assessment in Chemistry Laboratory, Faculty of Chemical Engineering, UiTM Pasir Gudang Campus. Laboratories, as well as other workplaces, the place where the work conducted is exposed to hazards and risk. Due to the hazardous operations in laboratories, it is exposed to accident, and has the potential of injuries, illness, and damage. To overcome and reduce the number of accidents, Department of Occupational Safety and Health, an organization's body under the Ministry of Human Resources, is responsible to ensure a safe environment, safety, and health of the worker at the workplace. According to DOSH guidelines, hazard identification, risk assessment and risk control, IRCASE, is a method used to identify all the hazards and risks and introduce preventive measures to reduce or control the risks. Identifying hazards and accessing risks is essential to reduce the probability of accidents and be a big issue. Not only that, but it can also avoid costly incidents, time-consuming, stressful, and inconvenient. IRCASE is the process of examining each work area and work task to identify all the potential hazards. In this study, IRCASE was conducted in the Chemistry Laboratory, Faculty of Chemical Engineering, UiTM Pasir Gudang Campus, to determine the risk level. Chemistry Laboratory in this institution is the laboratory where most first-year students did their experiments. This study was conducted in the hope of preventing an unwanted incident, as reported by some researchers. The objectives of this study are to identify the types of hazards in the chemistry lab, Faculty of Chemical Engineering, UiTM Pasir Gudang Campus, and to conduct risk assessments based on qualitative and quantitative analysis. IRCASE process requires several simple steps: classify work activities, consultation, identify the hazards, risk assessment, prepare risk control action plan and implementation. In this study, classifying work activities could be made according to their similarities, such as the physical condition of the lab and the equipment and material in a lab. After classifying the activity, the team members, with the cooperation of assistant science officers, discuss together to identify all possible hazards. The hazards being identified from the activities that are almost done by students in this laboratory. After identifying the hazards, we do the risk assessment according to the likelihood and rating tables. Risk control is a step or improvement that needs to be done in order to avoid risk at the workplace. Risk control is the last step before doing the implementation in the HARC flow chart because it is run when all the previous methodology is done. To implement the control measures of hazard, the hierarchy of control is provided, and it has 5 parts: elimination, substitution, engineering control, administrative control and personal protective equipment, PPE. As shown in this figure, implementing risk control for every hazard needs to follow the hierarchy of control. The results of the risk level in chemistry laboratory was shown in table. The risk level was ranked based on the risk matrix. There are some activities and possible hazards that occurred in this laboratory. As shown from the table, the risk level for all potential hazards is medium and low. For an activity that uses chemicals like handling chemicals in the fume hood, disposing acidic waste chemicals, and preparing a solution, some potential hazards might occur. The risk level for all activities mentioned is 6, which is in the medium range. Based on DOSH 2008, if the risk level is medium, it is suggested to implement temporary control measures to avoid the accident. The person who handles chemicals in the fume hood and prepares a solution can potentially be exposed to hazardous chemicals. So, to avoid any accident happen, it is suggested that the person need to wear proper personal protective equipment, PPE, like thick gloves, safety glasses, and safety shoes. The person needs to know the suitable PPE before they want to handle any chemicals. For an activity of disposing of acidic waste chemicals, the potential hazard that may occur is reactions may occur between harmful chemicals. The risk level for this potential hazard also 6. To avoid any undesired event, it is recommended that all waste containers are clear and adequately labeled to avoid any confusion from users. Another 2 activities in this chemistry laboratory have a low risk level. The activities are heating or drying samples in the oven and the titration process. For low risk level, the hazard may be considered acceptable, and further reduction may not be necessary. In conclusion, this chemistry laboratory in the Faculty of Chemical Engineering, UiTM Pasir Gudang Campus, has a medium and low range of risk levels. The value of risk level 6, medium, is somehow near to the low risk level. However, it is strongly recommended that safety precautions be taken to ensure the safety of people in this laboratory is at the top level and avoid any accidents that happen in the future. Further studies also need to focus more on other laboratories due to variations of hazards and risks. That's all for our presentation. Thank you.